Beautiful shot. This is the Mima Ito specialty. Ball sits up a little bit, drills it, just punches through with the backhand. So fast, the reaction time. I believe in a lot of the Japanese players and their future. Mima Ito, to me, is playing so well, but still, I think has a long way to go before she reaches her peak, her full potential.
5-3.
Which is quite encouraging considering that she's world ranked number 11 and was recently in the top 10 in the world. Shots like this, the variation from the backhand, this one a bit more spin on it than some of her flatter shots. But still, good trajectory, deep on the table. The forehand flip kill followed up with the down the middle of the table shot to win it. So this is a pretty big lead right here. 5-point lead, just 3 points away from taking game one, but the comeback artist has the serve. Ooh. Wasn't match point in the men's doubles final though.
9-4. 4-10.
Long serve into the body on the backhand side and 6 game points for Mima Ito. One saved by Ishikawa, fast off the bounce. And game one goes to Mima Ito with a very confident performance. 11-5 she takes game one, and we'll be back for game two right after this.
First game of the single women's final match is over, and its winner is Kasumi Ishikawa, 11-5 against Mima Ito. Výsledek ženské dvouhry, tedy finálového zápasu ženské dvouhry, je za námi a vítězkou je Kasumi Ishikawa 11-5 proti Mima Ito. Posouváme se do druhého setu.
Second game, Ishikawa to serve.
Back for game number two, Kasumi Ishikawa down. Last match they played. Kasumi Ishikawa didn't drop a game. She's already lost the first. So creating a bit of an uphill battle.
Love all.
Mima Ito starting strong.
One love.
This is the serve that I love, fast and deep to the backhand. Typically a pendulum serve that starts on the backhand side, bends into the elbow. Look at this angle here. Again, neither of these players especially tall. Mima Ito's got to be just 5 feet, maybe 5'1", something in that region. Kasumi Ishikawa maybe 5'3".
1-2.
I'll actually look that up and get back to you.
Three, 1.
But quality spin shots deep on the table are going to make it more difficult for Ito to play her aggressive, flatter shots back. Little break off the top of the net, no fan jendong on the Kasumi Ishikawa attempt. A little bit late to get there. Tough ball, of course.
Three all.
There's the quality in the backhand punch early on.
4-3.
So Mima Ito 1.5 meters tall. Kasumi Ishikawa 1.57 meters tall.
Red 4-3. Four all.
I think this can't be perfect. That says Mima Ito 4'11". She's small, but I think she's got an inch or so on that.
Five, four.
Now, this can be effective going corner to corner against a smaller player.
5 all.
Ito's very good at covering the middle. As a smaller player, she's got a smaller middle to cover. She's very good at using the backhand too, covering that middle. We've seen it in the receive game from her strawberries to other receives with the backhand.
5,
When a
6.
forehand flip kill gets away from Mima Ito, that's a bit of a break for the opponent.
Six all.
Second towel break of the game, Ishikawa not leaving the table. What can you do with the ball coming in that fast and flat cross court? What a confident receive. Catching it right at its peak. Right place, right time for Ito.
Eight, 6. Nine, 6.
Just for the record, these two have played 4 times before on the World Tour. And all 4 of them have been won by Kasumi Ishikawa. Mima Ito has never won in their head-to-head.
7, 9.
Although there was one time in 2016 in Hong Kong at the Asian Olympic qualification tournament where Mima Ito was leading 1-0 and pulled out of the match to what appeared to be a wrist injury.
7, 10.
So it's not to say that she hasn't had her chances. 3 game points for Ito to take a 2-0 lead.
10.
Beautiful forehand flip. Good combination, short to the forehand and then deep to the backhand. Testing the footwork of a player no matter their stature.
10, 9.
Quality opening forehand. No coaches in the corners. Timeouts will be up to the players themselves to call. 2 game points saved by Ishikawa.
10,
Oh, top of the net, but it stays on Ito's side. Frustrating 3 points in a row, but Ishikawa still has not taken the game. This receive is so deadly. The banana split out here. No topspin, straight side spin. Let's see if we get a good look at it. Maybe even a little bit of underspin from Ito. This is very unusual on a receive. Wow! They're just taking turns beating each other to a pulp on the receive. 2 of the most impressive receives I've seen this entire tournament come back to back in the women's singles final. Top of the net break, and Ishikawa finds the net and goes out. Saw a lot of expressions similar to that last week when she missed some shots. Wow. Out of all the shots that Mima Ito made in that rally and Ishikawa saved, The last ball looked like something that Ito was quite capable to take.
12 all.
Looked like she hesitated a little bit instead of going for the big shot. Slowed down a little bit at the last moment. Third deuce point.
Set 12 all.
Ball boy going the distance on that one. Solid setup deep to the backhand. The follow-up third ball attack from a little bit more centrally on the table. Ishikawa, service master, that higher toss serve right at the baseline.
13 all.
Ito saves it. We saw a lot of long games yesterday. Ugo Calderano against Tomokazu Harimoto, one of the most thrilling matches. Just an incredible match. Banana split once again. This is amazing, the contact to make it that fast without any topspin. She's got short pips. She comes in under and around the outside of the ball. I don't know if I've seen anyone else do that receive. And Mima Ito takes the game 15-13 after saving the game point. Maybe many. Very impressive finish. 2-0 lead, Mima Ito, and we'll be back for game 3 right after this.
Second game, this time 15-13 against Iishikawa, and now the match score is 2-0. Mima Ito mengalahkan Luisa, kapag sebagai Paknas Sinas, Iishikawa Iishikawa, dua pilihan skor sa apasu, bagaimana sampai
Back for game number 3, Mima Ito. The much tighter game 2 than the first game of this match. Starting with the serve leading 2-0. Such a short stroke on that backhand side. Two in a row. The second opportunity a little bit better than the first, setting up that third ball with the serve. Shot is from Ishikawa. It's to a predictable place, and Ito's right there to counter and change it up, bring it back to the backhand side. Not a lot of time for Ishikawa to recover, get back in position. If Ito's playing like this, she's going to be so difficult to stop. Again, one parallel shot, one wide out to the forehand, so fast off that backhand. What a shot! I mean, she's shown us with the backhand that she can be unstoppable. She's been so consistent this game. Look how confident and calm she is to go inside out. This is Wang Liqin style. But Ishikawa uses the spin to keep Ito back behind the table. Makes it a little bit tougher for such a flat shot to come into play. Ito typically stays right on top of the table, right at the baseline. There's that serve that I love so much, coming in effective. First 2 points for Ishikawa this game, and they're 2 in a row. One serve left. Chole from Mima Ito. Now, in terms of seniority and respect, there's typically a great sign of that. On the women's side, we see a lot. Not quite as many choles from the younger players. not against their predecessors, against their seniors on the team. Just shows you how serious the fight is, the revenge for Mima Ito. Wow, this serve was so wide and kicking, I had to wonder if that caught the edge of the table. Look at this, way out there. Looked like it might have. And then right on top of the bounce, Ito's there to close it out to the opposite side. Leaves the bait out, catches the fish.
Left. 3-7.
Perfect placement again, the crossover point. Ito in control right now. I also love how casually Kasumi Ishikawa let the ball go behind her. The players have adjusted to the multi-ball rule.
9-3.
This is shocking, especially after last week's dominant performance from Kasumi Ishikawa in the same head-to-head. 10-3 for Ito. 7 game points for a 3-0 lead.
11-3.
Wow. 11-3, Ito on a roll right now. 1 game away from taking the title in revenge over Kasumi Ishikawa. Will be back for game 4 right after this.
So Michael, third game 2, the cycle number 3, and score is now 3-love.
Back for game number 4. Mima Ito in the black and orange, the far part of the screen right now, leading 3 games to 0 over Kasumi Ishikawa. 11-5, 15-13, and 11-3. Those are 2 dominant games. More than double her opponent's score.
Love 1. One all.
Ito saying you gotta come in, take it right off the bounce, come back into the table, keep your weight forward. Can't afford to play that flat shot punching from behind the table so much.
1-2.
A better response in the opening shot, but Ishikawa's right there, brings it back out wide.
Two all.
This is such a strong opening from Ito again. She's very confident with her low center of gravity, lower to the table, playing the ball at its peak on the receive with that backhand punch shot. And the inside-out forehand once again. A little bit central on the backhand side, not to the deepest part of the corner.
4-2.
Side spin coming around. Wow, that's an impressive shot.
5-2.
Timeout here for Kasumi Ishikawa with the 3-point lead to Ito.
Timeout.
Again, no coaches in the corner. Both players playing for Japan. 2 of the top players in the country. Now by seeding, Mima Ito was the 3rd seed, or is the 3rd seed in this tournament. But getting through Han Ying, the 2nd seed, has earned her the spot here. Kasumi Ishikawa's timeout. It's tough to say. I was thinking about serves that would stop Mima Ito. The thing is, half-long serves to the forehand. have been aggressively taken with the backhand punch of Ito. She's been so quick to turn and take the backhand from the forehand side. Possibly getting Mima Ito to play a spinny shot from down low.
5-2.
If Ishikawa can dangle the ball off the table on her serve and then counter the opposite way. Service toss gets away. Tristan Flores had a toss like that and simply gave up the point. I guess Tristan Flores was a little bit more behind him probably. But it's very tough to recover a toss when it's that far behind you. Drives you back off the side of the table. Interestingly enough, it looked like Kasumi Ishikawa had a similar toss, but by the time the ball came down, you saw she was still in position. Such a strong forehand flip from over the table. Ito's percentages have been really high in the last 2 games. Pretty much every shot she's taken.
7-4.
Long topspin serve, pendulum deep into the body.
Five, 7.
Second towel break of the game. No towel for Ishikawa. Mima Ito leading by 2 here, just 4 points away from a clean sweep to get revenge and her first ever victory over Ishikawa. Strawberry, this time there's a bit of topspin on it. Nice change. In this match, we've seen almost every being the other side with underspin. First strawberry I can recall in this match.
8-6.
Clever idea right down the line. The parallel shot. The third one doesn't go in for Ito.
That's 8-6.
Clever idea to create the opportunity for the step around forehand, but Ishikawa is starting to come back. She's back. The backhand receive out wide to the forehand side, and it's tied up at 8 points apiece. What a way to stamp authority on this serve. Takes it with the receive way out wide. And now 2 serves of her own. Let's see what she pulls out. She has a high toss kicking serve that goes to the backhand side. She goes for the long high toss kicking serve to the backhand side. There's another one she does where the ball actually breaks the other way into the backhand. Haven't seen that yet this match. It's a little bit slower serve, maybe more risky. And again, right down the line, the parallel shots pay off. Some big points. The timeout has paid off well. Ishikawa with 2 game points here to get her first game this match. Quality point right on top of the bounce every time. Ito there to create the angle and not allow much time for Ishikawa, saving 1 game point here. 1 more to go, second serve. Backhand goes long. Ishikawa with their first game, 11-9. What a turn of events here. Timeout and everything changes. Ishikawa's on the scoreboard, and we'll be back for game 5 right after this.
And the score is now 51 for Mima Ito. Tentukan Benawas Kasumi Ishikawa atau Yadanas Jadian sama-sama skor 36 untuk Ito.
Fifth game, Ito to serve, level.
Back for game number 5, Kasumi Ishikawa on the receive. Mima Ito leading 3-1, looking to stop things here.
1 love.
Well placed serve. A little bit on the long side of half long, but close enough to the back edge. It was Mima Ito who had to change her racket and play with her spare.
Love 2.
Just outstanding, that forehand smash. The cracking sound. Very little rotation from Ito on this ball. Wow, was that fast. In the deepest part of the table, too. Nice change of pace from Ito, but it gives Ishikawa a chance to get in control. Just for the record, that racket change happened in the women's doubles final. Mima Ito and Hina Hayata. There was the banana split. Really curious to see who else does this service receive, if I can find another player.
3-2.
This is the serve I was expecting from Ishikawa against Mima Ito. Sort of leaving it off the forehand side, way wide. Every once in a while, if you're playing Matilda Ekholm, she'll hit that ball around the net.
3-all.
Probably Strabikova as well, maybe Elizabeta Samara. Most players a little bit more comfortable playing the ball over the net rather than around the net.
Net 3-all.
And there was that serve, the one that bounces back into the backhand corner. But it's well handled. Mima Ito quickly out to the forehand, covering and slapping it back to the short side of the table. So many times Mima Ito's playing very aggressively. If you go back and watch all the matches where Miu Hirano beat 3 of the top 4 Chinese players at the Asian Championships this year, getting aggressive early in the point was one of the key ingredients. Really just any opportunity to attack, and Ito up 3 now. Still only about halfway through the game. Ishikawa made her come back around this point last game.
3-7.
That is just unreal, the confidence. We've seen it on both sides of the rackets now. The racket, that is, from Mima Ito, forehand and backhand, the flip over the table.
9-3.
And even when you keep it deep, I was just thinking, maybe if Kasumi Ishikawa serves deep right at the baseline, Ito won't have such a good opportunity, but she doesn't move in quickly. She waits, turns, and takes the opening spin shot.
10-3.
So 7 championship points for Mima Ito to do what she's never been able to do before.
4-10.
Beat Kasumi Ishikawa. Hasn't happened yet. 1 championship point saved by Ishikawa. 6 more to go for Mima Ito. And a serve into the net. The champion is 16-year-old Mima Ito. What a performance. 4 games to 1. Absolute domination out here despite game 2 being quite tight. Mima Ito was some of the most impressive playing I've seen from her. This will go down as one of her great performances alongside her German Open in 2015. Mima Ito, world rank number 11, takes the title. Will take some world ranking points, bonus points, and everything else. So again, it's revenge served cold out here. The handshake and the title. You'll have a chance to see them on the podium later today. But before that, we have one more match. It's the final of the day. It will be a rematch between Timo Boll and Tomokazu Harimoto. You can expect a packed house and an exciting match. You don't want to miss it. You're watching the Seamaster 2017 Czech Open. Stay right here.
Zápas, respektive zápas poslední celého tohoto